Here's the plan. Turn the fan off. Get all this stuff off here. I mean, it was working. I was going to do this next year. I said, you know what, let me just get it done now and do what I got to do. It was working, however, it wasn't proficient because I was waiting for the heat that was rising up from here, which it was, getting these warm enough to get the air through them. So it was acting somewhat like a plenum, but not really, you know. So, yeah, because the main thing is sometimes just trying to get the heat from here, because this is where all the heat seems to be gathering, out to there, where I spend most of my time. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. So what I'm going to do is, this is easy. I just got to lift it off. I'm going to have to unscrew this little makeshift thing I got going here. Get rid of all this crap. Clean this off and clean out inside, because this is a cook surface under here, which I'll no longer be able to use if I wanted to. However, I don't use it anyway. I've never used it, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. If I ever needed to do something with it, well, you know what? I can just cut it a little open here in the plenum, make it a door, and make this a little whatever. I can always find a way of getting in there if I have to. So at that point, that's where we're at. So let me get this started, and I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm thinking this should go relatively easy. Oh yeah. First, I don't need it 36 inches high. And I want to make it easier, so I want to cut it lengthwise for the height that I need and not widthwise, because I need this at this point is covering a full piece for me, which is great. So I'm going to figure out how high I want it. Now I'm thinking 12 inches. Alright, so that'll give me both front and rear. And then the other sheet at that point will give me the left and the right side. And then the next sheet will give me the top. And I'll have an extra sheet, I'm hoping. And I can use the top of this as the template to bend it. So I don't have a break, which would be nice at this point. So I think what I'm going to try to do, does it really help? I don't know. I think I'm going to try to heat it up with the torch, the bottle torch, because again I haven't got the gas here, and I keep saying I should, but then I always say for what little time I do use it, you know, do I really need it? Because like I say, I really don't use it. I think, well, last year, the year before was the last time I thought I may have needed it for something, but you know, and here I am again a year or two later. So at that point, I'm sure I can get it hot enough with the bottle torch. I haven't got MAP gas though, or do I? I don't know if those are empty or not. I had a plan for some cylinders, so I don't know if I gotta check those. But meanwhile, I'm gonna cut this at 12 inches. So let me get it marked off and get the metal cutter over here and get this cut. I'll be right back. Alright, my plan is here, I marked this on the top of that. So I actually used the top that I'm going to be building it for as the template. I laid this on the top. I gave myself X amount of room. On each side I marked it on both ends, so now I can draw a straight edge or a straight line. Now, the hard part now, for me anyway, is going to be getting this to bend. I want to get it as clean a corner as possible. It doesn't have to be a sharp corner. It doesn't make a difference. If it's a little rounded, I don't care. But it is, the thing is trying to get it done. We're trying to get it, yeah, bent enough. So I want to use the bottle. I haven't got any torches. I haven't got any brakes. I haven't got any real ways of bending it. So what I'm going to do is, I was going to do it over there on top of the stove. But I figured, you know what, I need more of a solid piece of platform. Now the table saw is pretty solid. It's not the best thing, but it'll work, I'm hoping. So what I'm going to do is now, I got to get myself a straight edge. So I got to find something here that I can draw a straight line on. And I usually have all kinds of crap laying around, but as usual, hold on. You know, at one time I had a body shop. Now, we used to do some custom stuff, but nothing like you see on TV. You know, our normal chop channeling, you know, on our own cars, sometimes stuff like that, but as a rule we never got into it heavy. But I did have the tools that I needed to work on what I needed to work on. In this case, tins, aluminum, fiberglass, steels, all kind of crap, which I haven't got anymore. So I have to improvise. And that's what I'm doing now, improvising. Now I want this to be as solid as possible. So I'm going to get a couple of, because I got a lip under here, I'm going to use a C-clamp, or a couple of C-clamps. So I can try to get this part down and as close to the bend as possible, which should be right about there. Now it's a little forgiving over there, so you know, I just may end up with a little kink in it or something, but for most part this should be okay. So let me tighten this C-clamp up and get it back, hopefully out of the way enough so I can hammer. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to heat it up as best we can, because the table that I'm on, the table saw, has a metal surface, which is only going to take the heat away. Yeah, I could probably get in there. So this is going to be a bit of a project here. A lot of banging. I can see that happening. So I'm going to have to get out a heavier hammer. I'm not going to be able to use my little shrinking hammer. And now I'm getting all these Merry Christmas things. And I appreciate it. You know. But I have to, in return, reply. Which I don't mind, I really don't, but you know, to me and the wife, yeah, it's nice, but you know what, it's just a day for us to hang out and relax, if you know what I mean. Hold on, let me go answer those before I forget. Alright, so, let me get a heavier hammer. Heavy hammer. You know, this particular hammer has a story behind it. This hammer is old. The handle broke on it. I had no handles nearby, so I did have an old table leg. So all I did was just sand off the edge a little bit and made it fit, and it works. However, I did notice the head is starting to loosen up a little bit, so I'm probably going to have to put another shim in there, but hopefully it'll get us through what I need to do here. I do have another one, but it's a little bit lighter than this one. But I use this for everything. It's the, you know, the hammer that you use in abuse. Now, I really don't know if this is going to help make this easier to bend or not. camera off what I'm going to be banging on because I don't want it to get wrecked. So hold on, guys. I'm trying to think of a way that I can make a break. That seemed to work. Okay, so let's see. Get an idea of what we're doing here. I'll put you guys here for a minute. Oh, perfect. Just like a fit like a glove. It does, it does, it does. I don't know if I can show you guys this at the same time, but here you go. Fits right in there. This top part is being the upright. The grill part is the flat side. So that fits. That's good. So that's the front. So I'm just going to slide this right here and let that stay in the front. Now, what do I do with the other piece? Oh, it's right here. Let's go back over here. Let me find my little, okay. You know what I did with it? You guys, oh, I put it over here on the stove. I did. Okay. Put a mark on this. Go to the other side, put a mark over there. I don't know if the heat's actually helping or not, but it seems to be bending pretty easy. It seems to be cooperating quite well, actually. Again, when I put you over here, I think you can see what the hell I'm doing, if you care, that is. They decided to say, let me do what I want when I get old enough to make a decision. And I shopped around. I don't think for a but I checked them all. My cousins were all heavy Catholics. My father's side, his parents were heavy Catholics, and my mother's side was actually heavy Protestants. They never let that get in the way, and they argued over it. And that was it. And they both understood it. That's what the beliefs are. And again, basically, be kind, don't hurt anybody. Love thy neighbor. So, I never felt the need to do that place. My ex-wife got us involved with the Jehovah's Witnesses for a while. They mean well, they all mean well, but they mean well. But there's some things that I didn't think were right. So, interpreting this to you is whatever he interprets it to be.